नमस्ते, प्रातः प्रणाम। श्री गुरु नाम नमन करो, श्री गुरु नाम नमन करो, श्री गुरु चरण स्पर्श करो, श्री गुरु चरण स्पर्श करो, श्री गुरु रूप स्मरण करो, श्री गुरु रूप स्मरण करो, श्री गुरु की पूजा करो, रे मन श्री गुरु की पूजा करो। It is a giving for the teachers who have been our mentors, who have spent their lives, their precious time in molding us and making us socially useful, productive people. Only if the Guru is giving the education, that is imparting education soulfully, we will become great souls. So it is the interaction between the teacher and the pupil that plays a very good role in perfect learning. That is why we need the class ambience. Why teachers ask children to maintain silence? Not that they want them to keep their mouth shut, but they want them to listen and express themselves after the lesson properly. If listening is not occurring, then the child will fail to present himself properly. In order to make that learning occur in the child, the teacher is asking to maintain silence, which most of the students think that the teacher is not allowing us to talk. No. We do want you to talk, because there is a proverb saying, Guruk minjiya sishyar. We want you to excel. We are nothing. We are just a small drop in the ocean. You are going to learn from the whole world. We are only a grain in your life. But that grain is very important. So please obey teachers also, children. Consider them as a part and parcel of your life, who are, even if they are not there before you, they will be praying for you. I am sure every teacher will do that. If you are silent in the class and accepting the lesson very well, why is the teacher going to get angry? Or why are you going to be scolded? Absolutely not. Every teacher prays at home. She plans to give a pleasant session for you and have lot of peace of mind. But we fail to do that only when the classroom climate is not good. Because some of the children think that only by being noisy, they will seek attention. I swear you, it's not so. When you are silent, the teacher will think, why is this child silent? Poor thing, maybe he needs some help. Shall we support him? So we'll have lot of passion, compassion for you. Please make us serve you well, children. That is my humble request as a teacher. Now, I have some examples of good teachers, or rather who were successful teachers, or rather who have become popular. So many teachers are there in the world whom we are not remembering or who are not being spoken. So we can't say the handful teachers only have been capable. No, absolutely not. We have had wonderful mentors in our life. By remembering these few, I remember everybody. Here we have Guru Dronacharya. Even some awards and rewards are given in his memory for teachers who have excelled their service for the children. And and the student whom he liked the most, or the student who liked him the most, was Arjuna. Next, I have the example of our Hanuman, who had the Lord Surya Bhagavan as his guru, and he got that radiance only from that guru. And next we have Socrates, who had Plato, some call Plato. I'm not aware of the exact thing, but each teacher will differ in the pronunciation. It's a proper noun, so we need not worry about the pronunciation. So they have been perfect match. Teacher pupil understanding was the best. And then we have Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan, whom we have to remember as being an Indian, and he is our teacher and mentor for the whole country. We all owe to him. Then we have Vyasa, Veda Vyasa, who has been remembered on Vyasa Purnima, and his son Shuka Brahma. Actually, he is more knowledgeable than his father. The father Vyasa says himself, Shuka, you know more than what I do. You are very powerful. I bless you with all prosperity. That's what the father has told. Then we have Vashishta. Vashishta had many students, but he loved Rama the most because the most obedient student he was. Then we have Parvati Parameshwara, who have given insight in Lord Ganesha that they are his teacher. That's why he showed an example to the whole world that by saluting or doing pradakshina for the father and mother, he is completing, he is getting the knowledge of the whole world, because they are all to him. They are being his pranadhata. Then you have another incident wherein Lord Muruga becomes Shiva's teacher, Swaminatha Swami. We have that example. Next, we have got Chanakya, who was a mentor of Chandragupta Maurya, the Maurya dynasty. Whatever was lost, he gave insight to the king, even financially, and also armed force empowerment. Then we have Parasurama, who had Karna. Then Karna. One incident I like to tell and complete at this session. One incident my teacher has told. After salvation, Gautama Buddha, he is a great guru. He is coming for Bhiksha. He happened to come to his own palace, and his wife politely comes and gives their son Rahul to him, saying that you can use him for your objective. So that's how people in the past and also the present and also the future will definitely guide the younger generation and lead them and help them lead a prosperous life.